Waiting for my friends to join. Hello, hello. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Rui. Good morning, guys. How are you? In this Sunday morning, I'm already putting some lotion in my hands. Good morning. Anything, I'm just gonna ask you because you guys are the first one here. Anything special that you want to work on today besides what I prepared? Good morning, Catherine. How are you? How's everything going? How are your shoulders doing? Good morning, Nicole. Did you go already skiing in the morning? That's brave. You're so brave. One day I will become like a Minnesota like that. Minnesotan. So guys, anything special that you want to work today? My hands are so dry. All right. No comments below. You keep on. I'm gonna stay here so I can see what you guys are doing. What I prepared today, what is gonna be kind of our sequence, we're gonna go from the extremes of the body all the way to the center, to our core. So we're gonna work from the outside all the way to the center. Is that good? We're gonna work a little bit with the hands. Gives our hands and our wrists and our arms all the way up to the shoulders, all the way down, from our toes all the way up to the legs, all the way up to the hips. Shoulders are getting better, things. Trapezoids are always tight. Yes, right? They are always tight. Good to hear that. Good to hear that, Catherine. All right. So we can start. If you already found your comfortable place. Sounds perfect. Thank you. Hi, Coco. Good morning. Are you gonna join me today? I can see, guys, I can see everybody that is watching. Okay? I can see everybody that is watching. So I know exactly if you're there or if you're not there. If you said hi and you're like, bye, I'm not watching. Okay, so we can start. Good morning, guys. I'm so glad to be here. Finding a seated position, a comfortable one. I have my little stool. It makes it easier for me to sit and having my spine long and finding my sit bones grounding, having everything that I can start to surrender down to the floor. Not from the top of my head, of course. We're not smooching down, but we're lengthening. Then think about your core and the center of your core being the one that goes up. And then from that center of the core going down, sit bones down, relaxing the shoulders, breathing in and breathing out. Your hands can be either down or up. It's going to depend on how you feel today. Okay? Starting to acknowledge your breath. Maybe just focus on the movement of the breath. What it does to your chest. What it does to your nose. To the back of your neck. Can you hear the sound of your breath? As you notice and pay attention in the breathing, allow your shoulders to relax instead of gripping. Slowly release your head. Keep releasing as much as your back, your cervical spine, the muscles in your neck allows you to relax the head. Now bring that slowly up, and just instead of dropping the head back, think about elongating the front of the neck, the throat, creating more space as you lift your chin up. And then we drop the head to the right side. And then chin down. And then head to the left side. And then chin up. It is a very slow circle that we are creating. And you can do one more in your own time. Now you can open your eyes. Taking a deep breath in, let's start our practice. We're going to start with our hands, okay? That we take so for granted every day and we use the most, our feet and our hands. So we're going to spread. So imagine that you have a table right in front of you and your arms and hands are resting in that table. Surrender your shoulders, and then we're going to bring the fingers and making a fist and really press your fingers into your hands. And then we spread them open. And then we're going to do a few more times here. And two more. And one more. All right, now keep those arms in that table, right? So your arms are not over your shoulders, are a little lower. And then we're going to circle, making a fist. You don't have to press into the fist now. Just keep your fingers kind of loose, but just do some circles each, whatever way you want. You can stay in one place more than the other, but gentle. Because everything that we're moving here, this movement is not just from the elbow down, but all the way to the shoulder if you want to create more movement. All right, now we're going to stop and having the left hand, sending the left fingers up to the sky. Now right hand slides up to the fingers, fingers to fingers, and then you're going to try to press them back towards you. See my elbow? It has a little bend in my elbow. So I'm not having my arm straight yet. I want you to have a little bend in the elbow and then pressing the fingers towards you, the four fingers. The thumb can stay there for now. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend that arm. Okay? Taking a nice deep breath in. And then exhale now. We're going to do the opposite. Hand goes down. You're going to hold your fingers. And then you're going to keep sending the arms forward. Almost like taking the shoulder away from the socket and sending it forward. Take a nice breath in and out. And then slide your hands. Now you're going to lift one more time and just bring that thumb in and then release. In. So I don't want your thumb to be extended this way. I want your arm to be extended, but your thumb to be relaxed. We're not opening too much of the thumb. So create still that crease in the palm, and then you bring it in and release. 2 more times. In and release 1 more time. And your arm is probably tired already, isn't it? All right, release your hand down. We're gonna do it with the other hand, the right hand now. So don't extend all the way, having a little bend in that right elbow. And then we try to open. Just this movement here, just as we are, it's a lot, right, in our joint. Some of you probably have a hard time doing this, okay? It's not an easy thing, especially between what you do, what you have been doing for work. So keep that elbow with a little bend, and then fingers to fingers, you allow the fingers to go back just a little. We keep opening what we think is the most important, our hips, our shoulders, right? Our back. And then we forget the most important, the things that support us every day, that we use every time, to drive, to write, to make dinner, to give love, to walk. So with 1 more breath, we release a little bit, and then now we're going to extend that arm. Yes, you will feel that your shoulder is doing a lot of work now, but keep extending, sending your hand forward as your fingers go back, and then release a little bit. Now, do not extend all the way, and we bring the hand down. I like to loop all my fingers, hold my fingers like this, and pull it towards me. Now you can extend your arm, and then roll that shoulder forward too. And taking a nice gentle breath. And then letting those fingers slide, like if you're trying to pull your fingers towards you, giving some separations of the phalanges. All right, we're gonna extend 1 more time. Now we're gonna use the thumb. Relax that thumb just a little bit. So we're gonna bring towards you, and then relax. And then again towards you, and relax 1 more time towards you, and relax. Beautiful, guys. Now, again, left hand. You're gonna have the palm facing up, and you're gonna use your right fingers to start to, how do I say that? Pull into those fingers, sending out. So from that first joint here, you slide as you squeeze the finger all the way to the front. Okay? Giving those joints a nice massage and a nice space. Actually, this kind of massage should be done every day. Some of my friends that are dealing with some bone problem, density in the bones, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, and then I just already passed to the other hand. I'm doing the same thing with the other fingers. Just 1 time. It's good here. Now, having that hand in your lap, making a fist with the other one, and then I want you to squeeze, like if you're trying to crack in I don't know if you've done this for food, some garlic, right? Mincing some garlic. So you're gonna do that right there in the center of your hand, and just making a circle with your knuckles into your palm. And then 1 more time. For me, it feels like a great release to do this in my hand. All right, go to the other one, fist, and then circling, letting that right hand completely heavy into your leg. And then 1 more time. All right, just a little paying attention in the hands. And now we're gonna use our feet. Oh, my feet are already purple. That's how cold they are. All right, so I am sitting in something, and that's what I would recommend you to be. Sitting in your block, sitting in a chair, whatever, to make your hips higher so it's not too hard to do the bending. But if you're comfortable where you are, great, you can stay there. So I'm bending my left knee, and then I have my right hand giving some love to that left foot. No judgment in your foot. So, and after you just give some warmth to that foot with that hand, we're gonna circle, and you can always lift a little higher, okay? So your 4 fingers are going to try to interlace in your toes. Again, this is not an easy thing to do if you don't have much space, but it's important to create space in your toes. Very, very important to give those joints some juice, okay? So I have it here, all my fingers interlaced with my toes, and I'm gonna do some movement in my ankle. And I don't want a fast movement. And just notice if you're doing this, you're feeling anything in your knee, because I feel in this knee, I have injury in this knee, so I can feel that inner joint doing some not very fun stuff. So being very gentle is very important. As we move to the other side. All right, guys, now that you feel like, okay, I got a hang on my ankle now, and you're gonna press that hand, and you're gonna push that foot in by flexing, and then releasing and pointing. See, I'm pulling my toes backwards now towards me, and then forward, and then one more time backwards. Now my favorite part, you hold your left foot with your left hand, and you can slap a little bit the sole of your feet or punch. Of course, you're gonna be gentle, but you can give a little awakening towards your foot. Now with your knuckles, you're just gonna massage up and down, up and down. We have little muscles, little ligaments there in the bottom of our feet that can be really stressed or building up some scar tissues. That is not good because we're never stretching the way we walk also. And then you can use your thumbs and give a little bit more love all the way up to the toes, doing the same that we did in the finger. We pull from the joint all the way to the edge of your toes. Ooh, it feels really good. All right. Awesome, guys. We give some love to that foot. Now let's go to the other one. Same thing. 4 fingers trying to interlace between your 5 toes, okay? And then you hold, and then you give the love that you need in this one. Rotating first the ankle, clockwise or counterclockwise. Slow. Remember to breathe deeply. All right, that should be good. Now we're gonna do with the toes. We're gonna push towards the front, trying to rotate the toes to go towards your leg, and then the opposite side, like pointing and bringing the toes towards you. And then to the other side. Push and then pull. All right, beautiful. Right hand holds that right foot, and you can either slap or you can try both. Slap and then punching, giving some punch. If we in an ideal world, we should do a restorative practice every day before we go to bed and after we wake up. Focus in our joints and our muscles. All right, and then you can use your thumbs to roll it up and down towards the heel, towards the toes, all the way, stretching. Your toes is as cold as mine. All right, my foot is always cold. Guess my constitution, my mom too. All right, we're gonna cross the legs. We gave some love to our feet, to our hands. Now we're gonna start to focus on the arms and going up to the shoulders before we go to our mats, okay? Now I have a belt here. If you wanna use, I believe some of you already have a belt or a blanket or something that you can use, or a strap from your mats, okay? So we're not gonna use right now the belt. I want you to reach your arms forward and then grab the elbows. So doesn't matter which one you're gonna use first, doesn't matter which arm is forward and up. Now we're gonna lift, so the head's gonna try to be between the arms. And even if you need to drop the head or move forward, I want you to think about the length in your spine, okay? Now, if this is too much for you, instead of reaching for the elbows, you can reach for the wrists, or closer to the wrist, to the forearms. And then from here, press your sit bones down. Instead of sinking, no, we're pressing, feeling the sit bones grounded where you are seated. And then you lift your arms higher, like your hands have the power to reach your shoulders up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in, and then try to move your arms just a little bit more back. Instead of arching the back, keep your spine long, keep your core engaged. And then we're just gonna do a little movement side to side with the arms, with the shoulders, not with your whole body, okay? So just side to side, 1 or 2 breaths. And then we move back forward. And then we do the same movement here. Oh, look at my hair. We do the same movement here, now holding. Now here, this is where you can maybe use the elbows. And then you can press into the elbow and swing. And swing, it's a gentle. And if your shoulder goes up, it's because it means it's very tense, right? So try to release them down. Take one more. Now, if you want to, just change it up, the hand, doing something that is not organic for you. Before I have my right in front, and now I'm gonna have my left and my right arm up. And then we're gonna try to do the same thing, reach it, open the heart, breathe, but press your sit bones down so there's not too much tilt of the pelvis. Lengthening, lengthening, pull the arms up, yes, and from here, and the movement might be very small for you as the arms move side to side, the elbows move side to side. Keep going. Relax your face. One more long breath into your sides. And then we bring the arms forward and we do the same thing here. We pull and reach to the other side and reach to the other side. And then one more time. Yes. Now if you have anything, like literally, if you have a towel close by, anything, a strap, a phone charger, anything that you can use as a belt, okay? So we're gonna grab the 2 sides with our hands and making like a, let me go back more, making like a cactus arms, right? If you've taken the class, I use a lot of this movement. It's very good for the shoulders, very good for the front of the shoulders. Okay, so this helps us creating some resistance between both hands. So we try to really press the hands away from one another as we hold the belt. And then you're gonna bring it back. Breathe into the front shoulders. Now again, don't try to, oh, I'm not looking like what she's doing. You already know that doesn't matter. It matters in your body. Now my arms are getting tired, right? My hands are gonna get tired. Keep bringing it back if there's more space. And then we're gonna reach it all the way up. Extending the arms. Yes, your arms are gonna be tired. Now we're gonna pull it with the right hand, the left elbow is going to bend. And then you're gonna keep pulling to the right side. The intention here is to keep that right arm as straight as you can by opening that left shoulder. Tricep. And then we reach slowly back and up. We extend both arms again. Take a nice breath in. Now we bend the elbows and trying to send that belt back. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to send the belt back. And you can always have your head forward like that. And then we reach up again. Extend, 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 extend. Sorry guys, I need to readjust. And then let's do the other side. Left hand, pulling that right hand towards the left. As you bend that elbow, you keep pulling that hand. Keep your spine long. We're not bending. We're not bending through the body to the torso. And then we reach back and up again. We're gonna go back one more time. And then forward. And then we can release the belt. And we can finally move to our mats. Okay? So we start fingers, we went toes, and then we went shoulders. Now we're gonna work up towards the knees and the hips. Okay guys? Hopefully you can see there my mat, yes. Everybody has 2 blocks. If you don't, you can use still something that you can feel more comfortable. A chair, stool, books, whatever. Tabletop position, spreading fingers. Look towards your fingers in your hand that are more open this time, right? And then we're gonna send some weight to the front of the hand so you feel that front of the hand, right? Now point the toes and lift your heels towards you. As we exhale, as we move the butt back, tucking your toes, dropping your toes to the floor, drop your sit bones towards your heels, and then start to round your back. Round, 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 chin towards the chest. And then you move more towards the front so the shoulder passes the fingers. And then you lift your toes up, you bring your heels towards your butt, and then we reach back, back, back. When you're almost done, tuck your toes. Press your sit bones and round, 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 round your back. And then stay right in the center. And then start to release your torso. And you probably cannot see what I'm doing with my shoulders, but I want you to sink into your shoulders. Usually, you don't see teachers asking that. But I want you to sink into the joints in your shoulder, making your torso heavy. Your belly is super heavy. There's no tension in your stomach or in any of your core muscles. Your hips are relaxed, your legs are relaxed. You're just literally sinking. So your leg, your femur, and your arms are holding you here. Otherwise, you would just flap on the floor. Even your head can be heavy. And notice how it feels. Now we're going to press the floor away from us with the hands. Yes, coming back to like if we're doing a plank pose. And then with this, we're going to lift the knees off the ground and finding a downward dog. Trying to straighten your legs. Now we bend the knees again and reach towards the floor. Sinking into the shoulders. Pressing away from the shoulders. Open the shoulder blades, lift the knees off the floor and reach it back. And then exhale, we release the knees. Beautiful. Now we should be safe to do what we're gonna do next. Having your blocks with you, highest level. Right foot steps between the blocks. Walking the back knee back if it feels good for you, or stay where you are. Pressing your right foot down, pressing the front thigh down to the floor. Acknowledge how your hips feel today. And then as we send the butt back, lift the toes. Just notice now the back of that right leg as you're trying to extend. And then we move forward again, we sinking the hips, open up the chest, relax the shoulders, and try to look a little higher. And then we do it again. Exhale, sending the butt back, lifting the toes, awakening the back of that right leg very gently, as we also massaging the knees. So if you're in a very flat and hard surface, bring something underneath that left knee, okay? And then one more time, we exhale. Now we're gonna stay here. Gonna be a little part of the balance. Right leg is trying to be extended, left hand still with the block, highest level or in your chair. And then you're gonna move so the left inner thigh comes in more, the left outer hip comes in more, so the right hip moves out and spikes up. Okay, you might feel all the way to the back of the leg and to the side of the leg, but keep rotating now your chest. You can either move your hand here in your waist, or you can try to lengthen and separating hands. Taking a nice breath in. Exhale, we move the hand back down. We slide the right leg back. And then now we're gonna separate the knees, guys, before we do the other side. So we're gonna separate the knees. I want you to have one block close by. And the separation is gonna be up to you, okay? So I don't want too much back or too much forward. I run in a place that, okay, I feel in my inner thighs. Now I'm gonna bring the block and you're gonna walk your forearms to the right side. Bring the block with you. Bring your left elbow on top of the block or on top of something higher. Readjust yourself and see if you can sink that left side body down towards the floor. So what happens to me here is my head can relax on my arm and I can maybe straighten that arm. So I feel that nice extension to the back of my shoulder blade all the way down to my waist. And again, see, my knees are not very comfortable here. This carpet is not very thick, so it would help me if I had something else underneath my knees. Now, if you want to go deeper into this pose, you can always walk the block more, and then you can face more to the front with your body, looking forward and going deeper into the shoulder. But I'm not gonna go there because it's very early in the morning. Let's do the other side. We're gonna do the other side of the legs, not the other side of the shoulder, okay? Bringing the knees together again, finding your blocks, and then we're gonna step the left foot forward. Separating the right knee from the left foot, and then we're gonna sink the hips. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, breathe in, maybe look up, just so you can remember to relax the neck. And then bring it down. Now you're gonna feel how tense that other hip flexor is. Pressing the front leg down. And then let's start the movement. Hips go back, lifting the left toes, lengthening the front leg, being gentle always. Don't do any abrupt movement. It's always constantly linking the breath and the movement together. time back, lifting the toes up, lengthening the spine as much as you can. Now we're going to stay with the right hand. You know the movement already. Ready to spike the left hip, pressing the right knee down, spiking the other side. As we start to turn, you can either keep your left hand in your waist, or you can separate and open and spread here the shoulders. And then exhale, release your hand back to your block. Sliding the left leg back. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm going to face you, so it's easy to see what I'm doing. Separating my knees, having one block to guide me. So the forearms are going to move to the left, right? Because we did already the right. So forearms walking as long and as further as your body can, or where you want to be. So I'm trying to find the edge of my block here, so the rest of the block supports my tricep here. And then I release that right shoulder down. You're going to feel a deep stretch in that shoulder blade. Well, at least I do feel a nice stretch in my whole right side as I relax my head. Breathing to my inner thighs. Soften my face. Relaxing my belly. My dog's going crazy upstairs. He's in a phase of not liking my husband right now. She's in a phase. Alright, take another breath in. And then bring it back. Oh, it felt really good. Now, finding a seated position as your left foot is forward. Okay? And then the right foot goes forward. The left knee is bent, the right foot is forward. Now try to just send the right foot on the outside. Now we're going to try to not go to an easy twist. What I want you to create is a fire log pose. And that can be very intense, very intense. And I'm saying I'm including myself in this intensity because I don't have bone, my bone structure cannot let my hips do too much of this kind of movement. So I'm gonna bring as close as I can and letting my legs just first acknowledge how is everything feeling. And I'm sorry, I should have asked you to bring something close first. So I have my prop here. I have my pillow and I have my block that I'm gonna use both probably. So my right leg is forward. So my right leg is on top of the left. I'm bending both knees. If this is impossible today, what you can still do, instead of crossing, just having that right foot, the outside foot resting, okay? You can also have some prop, the other block resting your knee here, so it's not too intense because the weight can be intense. So, and you can be here, you don't have to be to the next one. Oh, sorry guys, it's not on that side. So the right leg is on top, and then I'm gonna bring my prop, and if you have a chair, even better, if you have a chair close by that you can grab, okay? So I'm gonna put my prop on the other side, and then my elbow goes down. I'm gonna tilt to that side. I'm gonna reach my right arm up, and then, so you need to find that space in your own place. See, I need to readjust myself so I can relax here into that side. I'm gonna hold my other hand. I'm gonna press my head into my arm, and I'm breathing here. Maybe I don't need this block. I can go even deeper. Again, guys, this can be intense. So maybe if you don't want it to do the bending, it's totally fine. As we come back up, if you're there, right hand moves the head to the opposite side, to the right side. So we open the neck just a little more. Oh, it feels good. All right, you bring it back. Now, you're feeling and you're trying to release the muscles around the bones. So you're gonna use that hand to support that leg, because that rotation, it can cause a little bit of uncomfort in that right hip. So we're gonna do the counter pose for what we just did. So now it's a mermaid pose here, okay? Left knee, right knee. If you wanted to use something, you can. Just bring your hands forward, or maybe your forearms can reach the ground. What I like to do in this pose too, and just swing side to side with my shoulders here. Noticing my right inner hip. And take one more breath. Beautiful. Bring back up. All right, let's do the other side. I can tell you that 10 years ago, no more, 11 years ago when I was doing my training, this particular pose brought a lot of fear into me, because first, it kind of is very uncomfortable to do it. Second, I noticed right away that I don't have this space to do this pose. Like, even if I keep trying, I don't have the space in the structure of my body. So, and now I accept this pose. Right now, where I am in the stage of my life, I accept this pose, that I know this is how I can do it, and this is how I always will do it. And doing this way, I can get the same benefits as people that can bring their legs together. So again, it's not how deep you go, but how deep in your body, how you can go into this pose. And releasing when you are in this pose is what's going to make the proper healing to happen in the body. So now the other side, because I have that knee issue, this leg is way harder for me to do. So I might use that block, I might bend to that right side, I might hold my head, I'm going to press my head into my hand, and try not to sink into that right shoulder, bring it back. And again, if it doesn't feel okay or safe at all for you to do this bending, you just stay where you are, okay? And then we come back up. All right. Using the left hand to help to guide the left leg back. I know all of you that practice with me for this long, right? Those years. You know that if anything doesn't serve you, you can either back out of the pose or use something to help you. So this pose here, I'm doing to the easiest level. That is my leg close to my foot, or you can even bring on top, or you can even do deeper if it feels okay. And then I'm using my block. You can slide your block forward, you can stay right here, or you can release your forearms, and then doing a little bit of movement if it feels okay to do so. So basically, we work through the fingers and the toes, going up, shoulders, going down, feet, knees, hips. Now for our Shavasana, what I would recommend, not required, recommend to open, we're gonna open this part right here, the belly, open up the stomach, separate the rib cage. And a way to do this is to use your props. I have my pillow, my comfortable pillow that they don't sell anymore. Otherwise, I would be asking you to buy one of those. I bought in Amazon. And all the other ones that are very expensive is not as good as this one. It's made with some seeds inside, I think. And it kinda, you can readjust, but I don't think they're making anymore. I tried to buy others, but all right. You can use a pillow behind. Okay. So having my butt on the floor. Of course, finding your blanket. I'm gonna use my 2 blocks to support my legs. And then, before I do that, you can support your legs by having the blocks straight down and just lifting your legs. You can bring your blocks to the second level and support your knees by just resting your legs, so having a little bend in the knees. Or if you want to work into your hips more, you can do just a normal Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, legs supported by the blocks. So there's plenty of options. Just listen to what the body wants to do. Now, another option is to have something underneath so we can open that area right here. So, and my bolster is really good to adjust the shape of my body. So I have that pillow underneath me to support my upper chest, my neck. Alright guys, this is it. I always say keep exploring. I wish I was there to guide you into your favorite pose, because with the experience that I have, I can notice where could I help to make your posture even more comfortable. So I hope you can see that in yourself and use more of what you need to find that space in your body, to find that mindful space of comfort and stillness. And now, because we started from the extremes of the body, from the fingers and the toes, I want you to notice now your belly and your center of your heart. So everything that is related right here in your torso, your belly, from the belly button to the heart center. So focus in a very warm light shining through you right there. And then that light shining through you goes to your toes, goes to your fingers, goes to your head, your hips, your knees, your elbows. Imagine that your breath, your exhales, are the pump through the light that is pumping in your body. Allow the exhales to send that light, that warm light, towards the extremes of your body, all the way to the skin. Surrendering the back of your eyes, surrendering the weight of your head, surrendering your armpits and shoulders, your chest, your sides, your legs and your knees, your toes, your feet. Everything is into a release mode right now. body feels open. Your mind is becoming clearer. There's more space for you to fly. There's more space for your mind to rest. Your face muscles are relaxed. Your jaw is heavy. All of you so still. All of you surrendering. Monica, Mui, Mavis, Nicole, Coco, Catherine, Maureen. Always feel so honored to be here with you and so proud of you always showing up in every Sunday to trying to find the best version of ourselves and to keep practicing and healing. Thank you all so much. I wish you a lovely day. Namaste.